Limas is just an effort to realize Osho's dream of Jorba the Buddha. Osho wanted that now a seeker need not go to Himalayas. The seeker can stay in his family or at his workplace. He need not go anywhere. But how is it possible? It's possible only when he realizes Master is available to the seeker where he is. The scientific development has made it possible to make communication in such a way that a seeker can remain at his workplace or in his family, and at the same time he can enter into spiritual practices in meditation, in samadhi, in divine remembrance. And that is why we have created 12 levels of Limas programs, and each program contains 30 lessons, 15 theoretical and 15 practical. For example, the first level, the group on meditation, contains 30 lessons on leading to divine sound, realization of divine sound. But he also knows how to remain witnessing, how to know the behavior of the mind, how to live in the world, how to enjoy life at the workplace, in his family. Similarly, at the end of these lessons, one realizes divine sound, listens to the divine sound. Actually, Limas programs have been devised in such a way that one can experience what lies within, one can experience what lies as internal treasure within, because science expects us to experiment the things in the material world, but the spiritualism wants that one should experience within. It is a science of experience, we can say. For example, in Limas 1, one can realize the divine sound which is resonating in our inner being. The second group of Limas is based on, being deeply in the divine sound, going to samadhi with respect to the divine sound. Because in the first level we know the divine sound, but to be one with divine sound is something very different, something very unique, something very thrilling. So in the second group, we go to samadhi with respect to the divine sound. We know the divine sound resonating in our subjectivity. We realize that this divine sound is an integral part of our subjectivity, and it's a really beautiful experience when we know that we are the divine sound. There's hardly any difference between divine sound and us. Similarly, in the third group on Limas, we become aware of the divine light present in our subjectivity, and we know that divine light is now also an integral part of our subjectivity. And while watching divine light, we become one with divine light, or in spiritual language we can say that we enter into samadhi with respect to divine light. And not only we know divine light, we know there is presence of so many other spiritual entities in our inner space. For example, we have a 1,000-petal lotus. We realize the presence of the 10th door. We also realize that this inner sky is very deep. It is vast enough, rather more vaster than the outer sky, and we become one with this sky when we go to the third level of Limas. Similarly, when we go to the fourth level of Limas programs based on divine elixir, there we realize that we have got our eternal existence beyond life and death. We also experience how to be out of our body. We do have out-of-body experiences, and the realization of divine elixir within really takes us beyond death, and we feel that we are not going to die. We are something like immortal. Similarly, when we go to the fifth level, this group is based on realization of divine energy and divine drunkenness, divine fragrance and divine taste. And then we also know that how to heal ourselves with the help of the divine energy. And similarly, when we go to the 6th level, this group is based on divine consciousness. We know that the experience of divine light and divine sound, who is having this experience? This is our really consciousness. That's the knower who has the experience of divine light and many other dimensions of divinity. Similarly, when we go to 7th level, we know the divine bliss, being a part of multi-dimensional presence in our subjectivity. And once we know the divine bliss and divine touch, the whole life changes. We learn to live in joy, we learn to live in bliss. And the real bliss happens only after we attain this group. And then the journey is beyond bliss, that is, the 8th level is based on our love, divine love. Therein we know that actually our subjectivity is full of love. Actually we are pure love. This realization is a very rare realization, and many sages have introduced themselves as divine love. For example, very famous sage Meher Baba, or his master Upasni Baba, or his master Shirdi Sai Baba, they all introduce themselves that they are pure love. When you come to this group, we really realize that we are divine love, and divine love doesn't have any separate existence than us. And the program leads us further. In the 9th level, we come across our non-dualism. In fact, this is a program when we really have the first-hand experience of enlightenment, being in union with the existence. Herein we feel that we are part of the existence, or we are extension of the existence. And Lima's programs doesn't stop here. It takes you beyond enlightenment also. In the 10th program, we know that not only that we are extension of the existence, but existence is our extension. The whole existence is our extension. And beyond this also, Lima's programs takes us into Nirvana, where we feel that there is only one existence. There is neither I nor you. There is only one existence. And there we feel that nobody is doer, just things are happening. And this state of realization is known as Nirvana, where we go beyond chain of life and death. And finally, Limas takes us to a level of absolute love. Thereby we realize that this whole existence, whole creation is expression of divine love and nothing else. And in fact, here we realize godliness not only within, but without also. The whole space is realized as presence of godliness, or presence of divinity everywhere. And when we really come across this phenomena, that the whole existence is full of love, then we start living in compassion, we start living in love, and we can say that we arrive at the absolute love. And this realization is the highest realization in the field of spiritualism. So naturally, Limas opens us an opportunity for all the people of the world to realize all what Buddha ever realized, or Jesus ever realized, or Muhammad ever realized, or Lao Tzu ever realized. And for this, one need not go anywhere. One can remain in his family, at his workplace. One can fulfill all his obligations and responsibilities. And along with this, one can realize the internal treasure, the internal bliss, the internal love. It's really a realization of Osho's dream of Zorba Buddha. Now it's possible that while being at the workplace, not going to Himalayas, not going anywhere, one can really realize the highest truth of the spiritualism. Thank you.